Hi everyone, it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. My soul doll Isabel is finally here, so I'm going to do an unboxing for her. You may or may not notice that I look a little bit different lighting wise, and that is because I got a ring light for Christmas. This is my first time using it, so I'm not sure if it's quite set up right. For all I know, it's way too bright. Probably not the best video to decide to not wear makeup in, so yeah, there's that. Hopefully it's not too bad. I apologize for my face. Also, I'm not wearing my glasses because if I put them on, it reflects in them and it just annoys me. So I'm not going to wear them for this video. I can see all right, so it's fine, but maybe in future I'll try and sort out something. I don't know how, but we'll see how we go. But I better get to opening this girl. I ordered her back in August during their free shipping event. I think it was about the 17th that I placed my order. She was meant to be ready a lot sooner. They had quite a few orders to process since they discontinued a lot of their sculpts. She made it here in the end. I don't know how I'm going to get this out. I'll see if I can show you guys. You can see the soul doll box. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this box out. Let's just put her. Oh, I can smell the resin already. Let's put that down on the ground. Now I ordered her with a face up and heel feet, so she'll have those. I do know that her feet are going to be the same size as Lee's feet, so none of the shoes I have already for my girls will fit her. I was told by Soul Doll that they forgot to include the extra eyes that they said they would include. What they did say though is that they put 30 points on my account, and I'm pretty sure a point is equivalent to $1. What I might do is use those points to get some shoes for her from their store so they're guaranteed to fit. This is her box. Oh my gosh, it's a big box. Okay, now in here you can see her pillow, and I already was familiar with the pillows Soul Doll uses. It has this hidden on it with shoes and handbags and all that. In here, a little bit lopsided, you can see her, and she's got a face up protector on, which is good. These must be her high heel feet, I would assume. And then it looks like they also gave me some extra elastic, and I think that's eye putty, so that's cool. And then here I'm assuming is her COA. It has my name on it, which is pretty awesome. I'll undo her bow so I can pull her out. Her bow goes straight to the back of the box, so she's really secure in there. Let's get her out. So she's very much a mummy right now. Oh, her face up looks gorgeous from what I can see already. Trying to do this so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. She's really stuck in there good. So much tape. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's mostly freed. I can reveal her face. Oh my gosh. She's so pretty. Her head is so much smaller than I thought it would be too. Like, I knew it would be on the small side. She's a little bit more realistic as far as that goes, but I didn't expect it to be this small. Hopefully she won't look too out of place next to my other dolls. Take these off her hands. I got these hands, I think they were the type 3. They are just so delicate. I was a bit scared something might happen to them, but they seem to have made it. So here she is. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Will she stand out of the box? Yep, with little to no effort, which is amazing. I love how her body is sculpted. She's just so pretty. She has some very big boobs, but wow, she's so pretty, and her feet are huge. Oh my gosh, these feet are massive. I won't lie, I am a little bit thrown by just how small her head is in relation to her body. I love this body though. It's double jointed, and even without sueding, it just works. And her knees are double jointed as well, and they look so tidy. I do prefer the kneecap being like this just because it makes it so much easier to use. Lee has double jointed knees, but they're a bit weird in that you have to pull out the joint to engage it, and it's really difficult, but that's not the case here. She is a normal skin, but my ring light is making her look a lot paler than she is. I just love how solid this body is. gosh, like there's no sweating or anything and she just sits there like that. I wonder what this chest joint does. I have heard that as far as all of her joints go, that's the one that probably does the least. Oh, she's very tight. I'll have to figure that out. I feel kind of bad to say it, but I'm really curious to see how my Jerry's would look on this body. I was hoping I could maybe put that wig on her just so that she wouldn't be completely bald, but I'm telling you now, it'll be way too big. I'll give you a close-up of her face. Her face up is beautiful and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it too, which I'm not sure if you can see, but it's really pretty. And I asked Soldor for blue eyes and they gave me blue eyes, so that was nice. Before I put some clothes on her, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of her joints. So starting at her heels and the ankle joint, it doesn't seem to want to stay pointed down too far, and up is next to none, but that's very common. The knees are really cool. I love these knees, I can just tell already. You can put them on one click, which is about there, and it's so easy to move them. And then the next click, you just move it that much further, which means she can bend them about that far. They could probably do a bit more with spading, but just out of the box, that's how she is, and you can kind of see what I mean now with her toes. Yeah, gosh, she's heavy though. My arm's getting tired holding her up. Her hip joint is pretty basic. There is a little lip here that stops her leg from rotating back more, and it just means that she can stand without wanting to fall backwards. And when you move her leg up like this, it looks like that, and you can see a little bit of the hole there, but that doesn't worry me. The fact that she can hold that without too much difficulty is pretty cool. Her upper leg is quite snug in here, which is good. Some dolls, particularly Resin Soul, tend to have a bit of a gap here, which I'm not a fan of, so I'm glad that she doesn't have that. She doesn't have a joint here, but it does mean that there's more detail in her sculpting, which is lovely. She has little dimples in her lower back, which is really cool. This joint here, you can hardly notice because it's directly under her bust. Now she's strung quite tightly, but I can move it to the side like this, and it doesn't look too bad, although of course you can see a bit of a ridge there, but that's a given. And if I try and do the same going backwards, it just doesn't want to stay, and I'm not quite sure if it's because she's just strung really tightly or what, but I don't really want to risk it at the moment because I'm still becoming familiar with this doll. Now with her shoulders, she's able to hold her arms out like this, and they can stay there, which is pretty cool. As far as intermittent posing goes, it's not the worst, but again, it's nothing that sweating can't fix. Her elbows are very similar to her knees. You can bend them in just one click, or you can take them one further so that she can touch her face, and she can do that very, very easily, which is super cool. And then lastly, her wrists, they have really good mobility actually. She can go all the way up and then down to there, which is really cool. And her hands are just sculpted beautifully. You have the choice of a few different types of hands. I went for these ones because I thought they were just so delicate and beautiful. They just looked really cool. As for her head, I can tell already it's quite tight. She has very minimal side to side. She can look up and then down a bit, and it does seem like it would hold pretty well, which is good, but it's very firm on there, and I'm not quite sure why. She's got the standard S hook in there, and you can see the eye putty that they've done so immaculately. Yeah, I suppose just because her head is so small maybe? I'm not too sure. They did say they had to make her head again since there was a speck of dust or something that muddled it up. That's the reason she was delayed again, but at least they picked up on that, which is really, really cool. And I love her lips. Anyway, I should probably get some clothes on this girl. She's just been standing here completely naked. This is the Dolphy Dream lingerie set, and it just fits her perfectly. It does make her boobs look a little bit bigger still, if that's even possible. It just fits her perfectly, and I had to show you. Okay, so that was way more difficult than it needed to be. I tried to remove her hair. Actually, I haven't even put her head cap back on. But her head is so hard to remove. I couldn't do it. Just because her head is so small, and I don't know if you can see, to pull that hook up is to pull it into the top of her head, and she is so tight up there. Like, I could not make that hook budge, and it's just not something I feel like risking doing anything with right now, which means she really didn't have many options clothing wise and ended up with this very baggy jersey, which does not go with the skirt. Yeah, so actually I'm going to take it back off her, and she can just be here in her underwear because she looks pretty good, so it's okay. I do love this body. The more I play with it, the more I love it. It just works, and it's so pretty and delicate. It's just really cool. She's back in her underwear, but that's fine. Now, I do hope that this head will grow on me. I love the sculpt to bits. It just seems really, really small, and I want her to look normal next to my other dolls, and they have bigger heads, and I'm not quite sure how that will go. And because I'm used to seeing dolls with bigger heads, something about her just seems a little bit off to me, and I'm really annoyed with myself for that. I don't know, I'm going to have to play around with her a bit. Maybe her head will look a little bit bigger once she's got some hair, but regardless, this body will be staying. I might try and figure out a hybrid for it with one of my juries. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at myself for being so picky over her head, but I'm just worried she'll look a bit odd next to Lee. They're meant to be in the same story, so I do want them to look like they go together, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's really, really pretty, and yes, she does have some seam lines. I'm looking for them now and I actually can't find them, but they're nothing bad, and they don't really worry me too much, so yeah. Before I go though, I do want to talk about my giveaway. The last poll I did was for the overall theme of the doll. That's this doll here, if you were wondering. The themes were spooky, space, fantasy, and lace and bows. And there was actually a tie for first place between fantasy and space. So I figured why not just use both? So the theme for this doll will be fantasy and space. It's a really cool combination, and I can't wait to do more with it. Now the plan was for me to draw some concept art so that you guys could choose from that. But I haven't had time. I just got back from my Christmas holiday and I just haven't got there, but I still want to give you guys something to choose from. So what I thought I'd do instead was get you guys to choose the hairstyle for this doll, or rather the length of their hair. Would you like them to have long hair like this, more of a medium length style, or a pixie cut? Let me know in the comments below. Getting you guys to choose the hair length is a bit of a cop out, I am sorry, I'm aware of how boring that is, but at least now we've got a theme, so I'll try my hardest to draw up some concept art for you guys so you've got something more interesting to choose from next time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely, and I will catch you in another video sometime soon.